As parents, we all want what is best for our children. However, a lot of times we're kind of unsure how to get the best results. So today I'm going to talk to you about parenting styles and child health, the recommendations. We'll discuss the 4 types of parenting style, as well as the recommendations and a couple of tips. So to start, first I ask, what is a parenting style? Parenting style is a parent's relationship with their children and the techniques used in raising them. According to the Parenting Styles article that I read on education.com, they define it as how parents express affection and implement discipline with their children. Parenting styles consist of 2 categories, rules and expectations, as well as loving and understanding. The first one is the authoritarian parenting style. Here there is only one way to do things, and that's my way. The parents do not want to hear the child's opinions, expect instant and absolute obedience, show very little encouragement as far as, respecting the child's opinions and feelings. So you can see lots of rules and expectations, very little loving and understanding. The next one is the authoritative parenting style. Here they show mutual respect and understanding, as well as have realistic expectations for their children. They like to ask their children for the child's opinion and feelings and negotiate rules, if it's appropriate. The third one is the permissive indulgent parenting style. Here the parents have lots and lots of love, very little rules and expectations. They believe their children should be free to follow their desires and passions with very little interference. When they do implement rules or discipline, they vary from situation to situation, and oftentimes parents will give in to their children to keep the peace. The last one, this one breaks my heart. This is the permissive, neglectful or uninvolved parenting style. Here the parents are unattached and uninterested. I think the educated parent, Scaffoli, said it best when he said they barely deserve the title. They're equally neglectful as well as self-absorbed. So it's a kind of don't bother me, I won't bother you situation. All of these parenting styles, while they vary, do all affect our children. They can affect our children psychological well-being, success, relationships, and eating and exercise habits. Here we have a chart showing each parenting style. The red are the undesirable behaviors, and the green are the desirable behaviors. The first one is the authoritarian parenting style. Children tend to be sneaky, with little self-respect, making bad choices, and having a hard time dealing with stress. So you can see lots of red, a little bit of green. I put the green here because they do comply and follow directions. They just are not motivated to take self-initiative. The second one here, lots of green, is the authoritative parenting style. Here, children tend to be assertive, cooperative, determined, and capable. Through their parents' guidance, encouragement, and support, they have learned to be well-rounded individuals. The third one is the permissive, indulgent parenting style. These children had very little control and lots of love. So they're lost, unfocused, without purpose, tend to be controlling or bossy because their parents did give in and give them, what they wanted. They can be needy and dependent on their parents because they weren't guided. And then violent or juvenile in their actions. The last one, the neglective or uninvolved parenting style, is the worst for the children. Children tend to be unpleasant, inconsiderate, unprepared, and rebellious. They're acting out, asking for somebody to please discipline me, guide me, somebody, anybody, love me, So it's really heartbreaking when parents do utilize the uninvolved style. So with that said, obviously there were many positive traits associated with the authoritative parenting style, which is why that is the recommended parenting style that mentioned again in the Educated Parenting book that researcher Bauman found these do have the best, the authoritative parenting style does have the best outcome, whereas the neglectful and rejecting parenting styles have the worst. So some pointers here for those of us, I know we're all now trying to evaluate our parenting styles and what we do, what our partner does that we don't like or like. So some pointers for co-parenting and dealing with different parenting styles. First of all, worry about your own parenting styles. No need to overcompensate for the other. Kids adapt and adjust. They know what's expected from what parent and how each parent will react. Secondly, model desired parenting styles for each other. It works better than pushing your partner or nagging your partner. Do what you do. Hopefully they'll see the results and follow in behind you. Third is validate each other. We all can use a pat on the back once in a while, you know, just let your partner know. Good job dealing with that one. I know it was a tough one. I'm glad you stuck to it. You know, some encouragement and praise for each other. Never solve the child's problem with the other parent without the child. Make sure the child is part of the solution. Go with them to the other parent to confront the parent or bring it up at a family meeting. This way you teach your child conflict resolution as well as assertiveness. Be respectful of each other. It's your relationship. Don't badmouth your partner to your child. Don't burden your child with your relationship. And lastly, can't emphasize it enough, we've all heard it before, lead by example. They don't always hear what we say, but they're watching every single move we make. So to summarize, you know, basically dealing with different parenting styles and co-parenting, there's no single right way to do things. Be open-minded, hear each other out, and build on your strengths. So not only does it, you know, affect their psychological, their relationships and everything, it also has an effect on their obesity. Effective parenting will get you healthier children. Consistent and realistic expectations with rewards for desired eating and exercise habits will get you the desired habits, you know, your desired habits out of those children. It works for everything, not only the eating, you know, how they interact with others, how they interact with you, everything in life. Be consistent, reward what you like, you know, it can be with stickers or a family outing or something. Whatever, you know, works best for your family. Every family is different. We aren't always going to use just one of the parenting styles. It's okay to switch them up. You know, as long as you're consistent, your child knows what to expect from you and it's delivered in a loving, caring, and supporting manner. So, to summarize, of the four, the authoritative parenting style is the recommended. The authoritarian parenting style is the absolute parenting style with no exceptions, which will result in compliant but timid and unsure children. The authoritative parenting style is the mutual respect and understanding with appropriate limits, will result in productive, pleasant, and successful children. The permissive, indulgent parenting style, lots of love, little to no guidance, will result in what I call spoiled brats. And lastly, the permissive, neglectful, or uninvolved parenting style, little to no guidance or involvement. Your kids will be angry, self-destructive, and moody individuals. So please, as much as possible, be active in your children's lives. Be consistent, show love and support, listen to your children, and I must emphasize, threats and bribes do not work. Threats and bribes teach violence and manipulation. So let's all go home and be better parents. Thank you.
Thank you.